All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Thomas Abraham James. He is the CEO of Pulsar Helium. And Thomas, it's good to see you. How are you?
Likewise, doing very well, Steve. Nice to see you again.
Awesome. Nice to see you as well. So excited just for people who may not be familiar with the company itself. Tell me a little bit about Pulsar Helium.
Sure. Listed in Canada on the TSXV under the ticker PLSR. We're also on the OTCQB with PSRHF as the ticker. New company, I guess you could say. We listed via IPO in August of last year. And since listing, we've really been a very busy company. It's been reflected in our market capitalization, a nice increase there, and successful drilling at our project in Minnesota as well.
Yeah, let's talk about that project itself. You were drilling in May, in February. You did some testing in May as well. So just tell everyone a bit about the project itself and sort of the work that you did over the last few months.
Sure. Well, we're the first mover in Minnesota, so we've been able to get that sort of first mover advantage there. We were aware of an original discovery made by mineral explorers who were looking for nickel. They hit gas, and that gas had a very high helium content, and it was really on the back of that that Pulsar was born. We came in and took over that project. And what we did just not long after listing is we went out and effectively twinned that original discovery hole, but this time using a proper gas rig. And we were able to confirm. So we get helium concentrations up to 14.5%, which is just astronomical. I mean, to put that into context, anything higher than 0.3% helium is deemed to be of potential economic interest. So brilliant to have that. The gas naturally flowing up to surface, good flow rate, and also not associated with water. So really, it's a dream replica. And I guess you could say phase one ticked that box. And now we realized the full potential of this project.
Yeah. So what are the next stages on that? What do you have to do next?
So next is later this month, we'll be getting a resource update from our estimator Sproule. And then after that, the intention is to go out and actually deepen the hole that we've just drilled, because our seismic data is showing that there's more reflectors, more likely gas zones at depth, and then also laterally. So drill a few step out wells, increase that. And then at the same time, we'll be looking at a preliminary economic assessment, and then we could start to the market about numbers.
Okay. Let's talk about the helium itself and uses for it, because a lot of people, when you say helium and think, is that the stuff that makes my voice go high? It's that's one use, but there's a lot of other pretty significant uses. And actually, from what I've been led to believe, there's also a shortage around the world as well.
Yeah, typically for investors, nobody invests in industrial gases, right? It's probably the least sexy of all the commodities. But helium's a bit different, I think, and really that's because of its tech applications. So it's party balloons, 3% of market share. So you can forget about those. The rest is all high tech. So space launch, you need helium. For MRI scanners, you need helium. Most importantly, semiconductors, you need helium, and I could rattle on for ages, but there is a shortage, and that's mostly due to the decline of output from the USA, and that's where it's great that our project is in the USA as well, in Minnesota, and really that shortage has reflected in a very high helium price. We certainly, as we advance this project, don't anticipate finding any lack of people wanting product. The demand is well and truly there. You can't substitute it either, and it doesn't like to be transported. So that's another reason why a domestic source of helium, being in the USA, is very desirable.
Yeah, Thomas, it sounds like the company's in a really good position right now.
Yeah, look, we really are in a position to capitalize on this. We're, in a new area. We're not working over something old that's what everyone else has been through at least 10 times. So all the potential in the world there for a commodity that, quite frankly, is incredibly hard to discover.
Yeah. Thomas, thank you so much for the update. Really appreciate it. Glad things are going well, and we look forward to following your story, okay?
Thanks very much, Steve. To be continued.
All right, sounds good. Thomas Abraham James, he's the CEO of Pulsar Helium.